All right, so here you are walking through your local Home Depot or Costco, and what do you see? A hot tub right there beside the toilets. And you're like, whoa, hot tubs! And the pricing looks great. There's a really bad, nasty side of the hot tub industry, and it's mass merchants. Let's talk a little bit more about it. So, how does a guy like me know so much about mass merchant hot tub programs? Well, let me tell you something. In a previous life, I supplied Costco, B&Q, Home Depot, and several of the largest mass merchants in the world with hot tubs. There's a very simple program to put a mass merchant tub together. And let me tell you something. When you see a mass merchant hot tub and the price looks great, it is not buying power. It is not because they sell a lot of hot tubs. In fact, I know independent single dealers that sell more hot tubs than Costco combined right across the U.S. The way to make a mass merchant hot tub is to apply the mass merchant formula, and it's simple. We make the shell thinner, we take $1,000 retail out of the amount of materials we're putting into the shell, and instead of making a good hand-rolled self-supported shell that's going to last for decades, we throw some props and supports under it to make a cradle-supported shell. By the way, I've never seen a mass merchant tub that didn't have a thin low-end shell. The next thing we do is parts. A lot of the parts in the industry can be manufactured very cheaply, and here's why. Old molds for jets and jet housings that are no longer used because they're obsolete can be picked up for next to nothing. That means you can start manufacturing your own jets for very little money. And again, this is what happens with your price point tubs at mass merchants. The parts are cheap, they're thinner walls, the pipe they use is cheap, the manufacturing techniques they use is cheap. A lot of times they don't clamp the plumbing. Almost always they don't spend the money on a good high R-value insulation system. You take these things individually and they don't sound like a big deal, but when you put them all together, it means that you have a product that has $3,000 or $4,000 taken out of the retail pricing to get that price point down so that a mass merchant can sell it cheaply. And it's not doing you any favors. These things are going to break. You're going to have repeated problems. You're going to have part failures and you're going to have leaks. So I've never seen a hot tub program yet from a mass merchant that was good value for the money. I've seen two scenarios. I've seen low-end cheap stuff at low-end cheap prices, and in one isolated case, I saw a really good quality hot tub at Costco in Canada. They were selling the Beachcomber, which is certainly a top 10 brand. But guess what? They weren't even close to price competitive on it. Local dealers could have beaten the price they're selling that spa for. And that comes back to the truth. Mass merchants have never been good at this industry. It's too complex for them. Their buying power isn't high enough. So if they try and sell a good quality product, they're overpriced. And if they sell cheap prices, it's just because it's low-end products. Mass merchants, great for buying your next toilet, not where you want to buy your next hot tub. For more information on hot tub brands and where to buy them, get to Hot Tub University. We know who makes great tubs and we know who sells them.